What's up everyone, DarkSynth here, and in this video I'm just going to be going over my thoughts and opinions on what I think of the Mortal Kombat 1 roster so far. So, the characters that are, have been confirmed and shown off, I will be giving my opinions on those. So, without further ado, let's just get on into it. I'll have a picture up on screen of a diagram showing all the characters. So let's just get the starting characters out of the way because it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without them. And that would be Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Liu Kang. Liu Kang's kind of obvious since he was the Keeper of Time, or the new Keeper of Time now. Kung Lao, Raiden, I wasn't sure if Raiden was gonna be in this game or not, and turns out he ended up, being here, so that's good. So those are kind of just like, and Kitana and Melina, those are the, did I say Johnny? Johnny, those are the classic characters that, kind of started Mortal Kombat. So those are a given. I'm glad they're in. Those are some of my favorite characters. But then this is where we get into the interesting side of things. There's Lee May, and Ed Boon had already stated that we're going to see a ton of 3D era representation. And once he said that, I'm like, oh, maybe, Lee May has a good chance because we haven't seen her in a while. And I feel like she's pretty popular, like more of the popular 3D era characters. So she had a good chance of making it in. Smoke, he was another fan favorite of the OG Ninjas. Last time he was in was Mortal Kombat 9, so now he gets another chance in the new era of Mortal Kombat 1, and his design and his in-game moveset, I look really sick. I actually can't wait to play him. I think I'm gonna try him out once the game comes out, but there's a few other characters I want to try out first. But the fact that they're bringing characters like Smoke back is awesome, and we already know Reptile's gonna be in the game because he's another fan favorite, and Ed Boon had already hinted at him being in the game, so I'm super excited about Reptile and can't wait to see how he'll play. So and then Baraka, I wasn't sure if he was going to be in this game because of the whole new era thing. But then it turns out he has a huge part of the story because of his people getting turned into what they're called Tarkat now, or Tarkata. They're inserted with this virus or disease, and that's what turns them into the evil looking creatures that they are. But it seems like Baraka's like a good character this time around. He's not evil like he was in the old timeline. So he's actually fighting for his people. So I think maybe Liu Kang could probably recruit him onto the Earthrealm Defenders and help him, defend Earthrealm from this unknown threat that we don't know about yet. But honestly, if I were to guess, I think we might see Onaga return because he is the Dragon King. He is a very powerful being, but we'll just have to wait and see once the game gets closer to launch as they reveal more stuff. Rain, it's actually time for him to be on the main roster. He hasn't been on the main roster since Armageddon, and before that, I think it was Mortal Kombat 3. So he wasn't really loved much as a new ninja coming up in the franchise. So in Mortal Kombat 9 he was a DLC character. MKX he missed out, and then Mortal Kombat 11 they made him a DLC character again. So to see his chance to shine in the main roster this time around is actually really cool to see. And again, I'm just a fan of all the ninjas, so of course I'm going to fanboy over Rain. He is a cool ninja. I'll definitely be looking forward to playing him. Tanya, she's another surprise character, but again, 3D era, she's another fan favorite. Her gameplay looks phenomenal. I'm actually glad she's in the game. More, we get more diversity, and uh, yeah, she just looks incredible. I can't wait to see. I'm not gonna personally play her, but I can't wait to see what people do with her, because it looks like she retains a lot of her move set and from MKX with her whole teleport, and it looks like she even has a new weapon. So can't wait to see what people do with her. Honestly, Geras, you know, I wasn't sure if he was gonna be in this game either, but it makes a whole lot of sense since he's pretty much the protector of the Keeper of Time. So whenever something is in threat, whenever something is a threat to Liu Kang's new timeline, Geras' job is to try and fix that and straighten out whatever threat there is coming. So I guess we can talk about the DLC characters now. Shang Tsung being a pre-order character, not too surprising because of Shao Kahn and like Goro being pre-order characters in the past games. So even though I did think he was going to be on the main roster, because it seems like if he's part of the story, it would make sense to have him on the main roster, but I guess he's DLC. So either way, he's in the game. He looks really cool. The Shredder claws on him makes me even want to play him more, because like Shredder just in general is a cool villain in the TMNT universe. So that's what he reminds me of, is Shredder. So yeah, I can't wait to see how Shang plays, if he's gonna have his lava eruption still, or if he's gonna have a whole new tool set regarding his Shredder claws. Quan Chi, I just hope he's not busted like he was in Mortal Kombat X with the whole bat, and then he could pretty much create a 50-50 vortex off that consistently, and it was just broken. Hopefully they normalize him a little bit, tone him down, make him a little more tame. But it's cool to see Quan Chi return, even if he's DLC, because he was one of my favorite characters back in MK4. You can't go wrong with the old leg tear and then beat him with it. I just laughed every time I saw that. But yes, Quan Chi returning, cool. It's good to see him back. Takeda, honestly, he's kind of one of the cooler combat kids, if I'm being honest, even though I'm a big fan of Cassie. I hope to see her return sometime, maybe in Combat Pack 2, but we'll have to see. I didn't play Takeda much in MKX, so maybe I will give him a shot this time around, especially with the whole new aerial combos and stuff. I'm sure he's gonna look amazing. Ermac, I don't like his design. I just want to throw that out there right now. Just along with a lot of other people, they don't like his design either. But we know, just like Joker in Mortal Kombat 11, when he got revealed in the Combat Pack, it was just a placeholder. He ended up changing and looking a lot more different and more like the comic books Joker. So I think this is just a placeholder. They're definitely gonna change up his design, especially maybe after all the backlash that they saw regarding his design. So again, I'm not a fan of it, but I can't wait to see his gameplay. He looks really sick. He was sick in Mortal Kombat X with all of his float combos, and then just like launching him up in the air and then telly slamming him. He was amazing. Omni-Man. Now we're going to get onto the guest characters. I'm actually really excited for Omni-Man, because when it comes to Invincible versus the boys, I really like Invincible a lot more, even though they're pretty different. But they both have a evil superhero antagonist. So I'm really excited to see what they do with him. I feel like he's just gonna be a straight up brawler and like maybe a grappler, because he doesn't have any like projectiles or anything. He doesn't have like ice breath or laser eyes like Homelander does, which I'm gonna get into here in a second. But I think Omni-Man's definitely just gonna be a rush down, high damage bruiser, grappler. And I can't wait to see what NRS does. I have faith that NRS is going to do really well when it comes to making Omni-Man and Homelander completely different, because they kind of are different characters if you really think about it. But I'm excited to see what they do. Peacemaker, I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen the show, so I have no idea what he could possibly play like. But I could automatically tell by the pistol, he's probably going to have some sort of zoning to him, so that's just my prediction. I'm sure he's going to have some good, like, cool-looking strings and stuff and special moves, but we'll just have to wait and see how he plays, because I honestly have no idea how Peacemaker will play. And last but not least, Homelander. I think both Omni-Man and Homelander could probably have flight mechanics to them. But just the difference with them is Homelander could have projectiles like, lasers that shoot out of his eyes, obviously. I think he's more of a Superman clone than Omni-Man is, honestly. Just because of the eye laser familiarity. Is that the right word? I don't know. But yeah, they just have the same similar eye laser power. I don't know if Homelander has like ice breath or anything, but just the whole super strength, flight, and eye laser power they share. So Superman clone, whether you like it or not, and Omni-Man's less of a Superman clone. So yeah, that's really my thoughts on the roster. I'm excited to see the last, what is that, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters we have revealed, even though we know 2 to 3 of them. One of them is Reiko. He was shown off in at the San Diego Comic-Con. Like, there was a story mode clip that they showed. Nitara, there was a clip with smoke like floating, and then at the end you heard like a loud like flying sound, so people were kind of putting that with Nitara. And then Reptile's a given, because Ed Boon already talked about that and hinted at Reptile being in the game heavily. So yeah, that's really it for this video. It's my thoughts and opinions on the roster. I'm actually really liking this roster. It's not like, your old typical MK3 roster that we've got in MK9 and MK11 over and over again. So we're getting a mix of old classic characters along with the like newer 3D era characters. So that's really cool to see. And I'm excited to see what other 3D era characters they bring to the pot. So that's it. This is Darkson signing out. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.